Hi, I'm Susie Walton with Integrity Incorporated. Today we're going to talk about the orientation checklist. This is the Integrity Incorporated orientation checklist. It states that I have a general understanding of the following policies and procedures as per terms of my employment with Integrity Incorporated. It's asking you to read and initial each of the following, indicating that you understand the requirements. At the end of this form, you will be asked to check a box stating that you acknowledge, have read, and understood the policies contained within this checklist. By checking that box, you are agreeing that you have done such. The checklist states, Integrity Incorporated is an affirmative action, equal opportunity employer and practices an employment at will policy. At-will employment is defined as a working relationship between an employer and an employee, which is developed from mutual consent for each party. Either the employer or the employee may elect to terminate the agreement at any time without notice to the other party. Integrity Incorporated does not permit harassment of any type, verbal, physical, sexual, etc. My first 6 months of employment is considered my probationary period. My appearance and attire will be appropriate at all times. Appropriate is defined as a person's body and clothing are clean and well groomed within the given scope of their job requirements. No body parts should be exposed other than arms, neck, and feet when wearing sandals. No short tops exposing mid-area of waist, no exposed chest or exposure of body piercings except for earrings. Shorts must not exceed mid-level of the upper part of the leg. Jeans are allowed. However, they should not be torn or ragged. Strict dress code will be incorporated at all times within courtroom appearances and in other professional level meetings. Business suits are considered professional dress attire for all professional settings. Integrity is a professional leader within the community and should be perceived as such by one's dress when representing integrity in the professional community. Integrity is a drug-free workplace and practices random drug screens. Should I test positive, my employment will be terminated. No smoking is allowed in the building when transporting clients in your vehicle or in the client's home. Smoking will be allowed in designated areas outside of the Integrity building. All client information is confidential. I am prohibited from criticizing or discussing any other matter regarding employees or clients. I am responsible for the clients under my supervision at all times, even when visiting the Integrity Incorporated corporate office. My client is still my responsibility. I have provided all forms of ID required: driver's license, Social Security, automobile, health card, and will provide any additional information when needed. I will be provided an Integrity issued ID to be used only in coordination with Integrity business, and I am responsible for annual renewal of my ID. Additionally, I understand this ID is the property of Integrity Incorporated and will surrender my ID to my supervisor or HR upon termination of employment. I understand I'm responsible for completion of required annual training based on State of Arkansas licensing requirements. I will be provided a first aid kit to be kept in my vehicle in case of an emergency. Gloves are available upon request. When working with any clients, I'm responsible for my lunch. I will not use their telephone or other electronic devices unless it is for emergency purposes. Daycare personnel are forbidden from using their phones while supervising children in either the classroom or playground. I understand that I am required to work my schedule. If I must be absent, I will notify my supervisor as soon as possible prior to my agreed work schedule. I will work only my assigned number of hours each week and will not work over those hours. Salaried staff may be required to work additional hours over 40 in the week. Failure to adhere to your work hours could result in disciplinary action. Paydays are every other Tuesday. Pay period work week is Sunday through Saturday. I understand that case notes, time cards, and mileage sheets are due every Monday no later than 8 a.m. Should I or my client be injured during my shift, I will report to my supervisor immediately. If my supervisor is not available, I will report the incident to another supervisor. Supervisors will expedite any forms and procedures in connection with workers' compensation claims. I understand it is my responsibility to report to my supervisor anytime my consumer is placed in the hospital and/or rehab, and that I am not to work with them while they are in such facilities. I understand that I can be terminated if I do such. There may be times I'm required to prepare meals for my clients. In doing so, I will utilize all sanitary precautions. I am never obligated to purchase items for my clients. I am prohibited from buying, selling, or borrowing any items from my clients. Integrity reserves the right to conduct random spot checks in any foster home or supported living home, as well as any and all employees in the field to ensure quality assurance is being met. I have reviewed and been provided a copy of my job description. I understand that Integrity Incorporated honors all policies regarding the Americans with Disabilities Act. I understand that as an employee of Integrity Incorporated, I am also a mandated reporter. I understand that Integrity believes in a positive work and learning environment for consumers, staff, and visitors. We have a zero tolerance for those who create a negative, hostile environment. I have been provided a copy of the Integrity Incorporated Employee Handbook. I have access to this copy to the handbook at www.integrityinc.learnupon.com/user/sign_n. If you have any questions regarding any content on this form, you are encouraged to contact your direct care supervisor or the HR department at Integrity Incorporated. Woo!